Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we are back with another video for you. Sunday, you know the vibes. So yeah, like the video for me. Please press that subscribe button for me. It's road to 50k. It only takes 2 seconds to press that button. Press the bell to be notified. Merchandise below, all of that. So UK rapper Skrapz has been found guilty of perverting the course of justice. What happened was, back in 2019, someone called Craig Small, aka Smallz, was gunned down in front of a chicken shop or pizza shop in Wembley sides, northwest London, I think. It was northwest somewhere. And immediately after that, the shooter got in a car where a driver was waiting, and then they drove about a mile or two down the road, and they've attempted to shoot someone else, but the gun's jammed. We could have been looking at a double homicide, but luckily, well, not lucky, well, it is lucky, but not lucky at the same time, only one passed away. And I'm grateful it wasn't two, but I'm just sad that children have lost a father, friends have lost a friend. So recently, someone got convicted of that murder, but it wasn't the shooter. Allegedly, it was the driver. Imagine. So at your big age, by the way, I think the driver was Jazzy or someone who's affiliated with Church Road Boys, Nines, Skrapz, all of that. And at your big age, in your big age, 30 plus, you're still going on hits. You're still jumping in the car, jumping in rides. Do you not realize what joint enterprise is? Do you not realize that the driver can get jailed for life when he didn't even do the shooting? If you're gonna go on a ride out, you might as well be the gunman. Because if you go to jail for not even pulling the trigger, just for driving there, it's not really worth it, is it? I'd rather catch the end myself. Respectfully, I mean, I'd rather do none of that in general, but as in, I'd rather catch the end myself than just be the driver and have to do 25 plus years or whatever just for driving the car. But either way, the driver has been convicted of the M, and he's also been convicted of the attempted M, while the actual shooter is still walking around free. But this video is about Skrapz. Skrapz is one of my favorite UK artists, or was one of my favorite UK artists kind of growing up. I actually prefer him to Nines. Even though Nines, I'd say, is a bit more popular, I'm a Skrapz fan. I think, boom, yeah, boom. I love Skrapz, man. As soon as you hear that boom on the track, you know Skrapz is about to come in hard. So he gets jailed now for perverting the course of justice, and that could be a few different things. That could be getting rid of evidence. That could be tampering with witnesses. I know they carry their separate charges anyway, but that could mean a number of different things. But looking at this article, it does appear that someone had tried to destroy the car as evidence, and I believe that was the role that Skrapz played, but I don't know though. But as you can see on the screen right now, it says that the following day, 2 men using a flatbed pickup truck removed the Mini and arranged for its disposal. And I believe that was what was largely to do with Skrapz. Oh yeah, it actually says at the bottom of this article, it says, the other defendant, Kie, 37, from Radlett, Hertfordshire, helped dispose of the Mini, it was alleged. Now, Kie, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Kai? Kie? Kai. Let's try Kai. Either way, that's Skrapz. So I was correct. He was the one that got rid of helped dispose of the Mini. So this happened in 2019. So 5 years ago, right? My man was 32 years old. My man Ellis was 33 years old. Jazzy. What are you man doing at your big age in your 30s? Yeah, being involved in hits. Now that's the first one. That's the first one we're going to talk about. I don't condone any violence in the streets when it comes to this gangtivity. Like, I don't condone it, and I'm not sitting here as someone who doesn't know what's going on, man. Like, I'm from South East London, man. You get me? Like, I'm not ignorant, so it's like, I know what I go on in the streets, but I'm nearly 30 years old, bro. Like, me at my age, I ain't got no time to be getting involved in this. And these men are like big 30 years old, going on hits, being the driver. When you're a boss, yeah, and I've never been a gang boss, you understand? But when you're a boss, you ain't the one that does these things. And again, I'm not condoning this, but you're the one that sends out the young youths who are 14 years old, 15 years old to do this business. Because one, if they get caught, which they probably will, if they get caught, they're not doing 25, 30 years. At that age, when they're a minor, they're doing 15, 16 years, 15 years. They'll be out in 12. You know, if they get manslaughter, it could be out in 5, you know what I'm saying, 10. You can get away with it more. And it's a barrier between you and getting caught. So why are you at your big age as a boss, as a leader? Why are you going on hits? Skrapz should be organising someone else to handle the Mini. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Again, we shouldn't be doing this anyway, but don't do it yourself, for one. That's one side of things, yeah. Not only that, these men have been given opportunities. You know, Skrapzes, the Nineses of the world. Yeah, they grew up in extreme poverty, they grew up in hardship, and they didn't have opportunities. But they carved a lane for themselves. They got money in the streets, a lot of money. They then got, you know, music deals and whatever, and music opportunities and record labels and this, that and the other. That's opportunities that I would kill and die for. Do you know what I'm saying? That'd be great to be in a room with certain people. I would put me in a room with people who are important and I'm leaving with the right details. You understand? So when they've been given this opportunity, it's frustrating when you see rappers and people who have got money, who are clear basically, throw it all away. On the other side of things, Craig Small, I have to look at you as well, man. Rest in peace, by the way, and I rest in peace to Craig. I'm sending all my condolences to the family, prayers, blessings, and all of that. He did not deserve to die, obviously. But what I mean by that is, Craig is involved in the streets. He was involved in gang violence, you understand? He was involved in beef. So when you're fully on road and you're established, you're involved in fully established beef that goes back decades, yeah, what are you doing chilling on the road in terms of what are you doing chilling outside a pizza spot or a chicken and chip shop? And again, it might sound trivial, but this is the type of, when you're into it, yeah, and you're really involved, you can't lack in any way, shape or form. You don't have the luxury, if you're in the streets, to go to the shop. You don't have the luxury to go on dates. You don't have the luxury to just go for a walk and chill outside a chicken shop. You don't have that luxury. You've literally got people that are trying to put bullets in your brain. And they succeeded, unfortunately. This is one of them ones where we have to look at what we can do to improve, innit? If I was involved in some serious, like I walk on the street willy-nilly, I've got luxury, I walk down, hoods down, because you know it's me. I've got YouTubers coming, subscribers coming up to me, yo, camera, this and the other. Yeah, you know it's me, I ain't hiding, I ain't got no beef. And if beef came to me, then I'm good in it, like I'm good with my hands and whatnot. But I can walk willy-nilly. But if I was involved in the streets, like deep with these like gang violence, postcode violence and all this, I can't just be walking on the street. I have to have masks, I've got to be protected, I can't lack. Like this is what it is, it's the real world. So rest in peace, Smallz, children without father. You've got a big grown man now, 38 years old, who didn't even do the shooting, who was just a driver. He's now in jail for a minimum 20 probably. You got Skrapz going into jail, who's 37 now. He's gonna come out when he's 40 because he got perverting the course of justice. Like, what are we doing here? It's embarrassing, to be honest. Like even Nines even says in his own raps, if you're trapping and still 30, or if you're on the roads and you're 30, then you're washed. These men are that close to 40 than they are 30, and they're back in jail. And I love these man. I listen to Skrapz all the time. Like, I listen to Nines, but boy, it's not really good, is it? But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace.